Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today's video I will show you how to tailor the nail form according to the nail shape that you have in front of you from your client, how to properly fit the form, how to do it on a nail biter, all the jazz when it comes to nail forms. Thank you for watching, and today we have a special guest with me. This is my dog Sky. Say hi. I'm not torturing her, she actually wants to be here. And please don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and keep on watching. Ciao! Today's topic is nail forms. So let's start to talk about nail forms. I will write here as well. If you are a beginner, maybe you never heard of nail forms, maybe you only had your nails done with tips, but I want you to know as well that every nail technician should know two techniques, which would be nail forms and tips. Nail forms would be considered a little bit more advanced level, let's say, and then tips would be especially for beginners. But to be completely honest, I think as a beginner, this is a perfect opportunity for you to start learning nail form straight away, because if you do, it's gonna be a lot easier once you actually start to work and want to advance yourself and maybe do some crazy extreme shapes, all of that jazz. So please don't give up on nail forms. I think they're maybe a little bit harder to learn, but in long run, I think they're so much easier. There's so much more possibilities. You can do Russian almond, you can do Gothic almond, you can do whatever shape you want. So let's talk about them. So if you don't know how nail forms look like, so I have one here. So this is how a normal nail form looks like. Okay, so as you see, this one is normal sized, I would say. This is salon size. I also have quite a few longer ones. I will show you now in 1 second. We'll actually put the middle at the middle back first. Okay, so with any form that I'm using, it doesn't matter if it's for salon work, extreme shapes work, I always put middle at the middle back. If you're wondering why is that, is because this way we get more support for our nail form. Later you will see we have to adjust the nail form for the shape that we want to do, so it's really good to have that extra support on the back. So I'll put one form here. Okay, now I will show you a few other examples. So then we have those forms here, so you can see the difference. I actually have one here. Here. Okay, you can see the difference in the look as well. You can see one is bigger, one is smaller, and the difference is in the material. This one is more of a aluminium foil type of nail form. This one would be just like paper nail form. Then we have awesome nail forms from Kirsty Micken. I absolutely love those forms. I think they're amazing, perfect for super long nails, perfect for salon nails. I mentioned them in one of my videos, or maybe two of my videos. Definitely check them out. If you don't know who Kirsty Micken is, what are you doing? You have to go check her out. I love them. I don't use them as much in my videos just because this is the last batch that I have. I have to order more, so I'm kind of saving those babies for myself. Then next forms that I really love as well would be them ones. So you see they're all quite different and similar in a way, but when it comes to salon work, I would use them too mostly actually them here, especially because, you know, in the price as well, those would be a little bit cheaper than them ones here, and they're both performing super well, so love them all. And also, if we are doing some crazy shapes, we have one and only from Koska Bojana extreme nail forms. this is just gold if you are a lover for the extreme nail shapes. But anyway, so this is how usually the nail forms would look like. Those were just a few different brands that I used. There is so many more possibilities. Feel free to explore to find the nail form that you like. But honestly, like I mentioned, this would be my #1 choice for salon work. And also them ones here, love them for salon work. And also for extreme shapes that are not too long. Okay, so when we look at our forms, we see that this part here is oval or slightly bit more pointed, okay? This part here, and here is completely oval. Okay, so those are the parts that actually have to go underneath the natural free edge. So what does that mean? So as we see here, a little bit pointed, this one is completely oval. We gotta understand that not every single nail is gonna look like that. When I say every single nail, I mean the free edge of the nail is maybe not gonna be oval, maybe it's not gonna be pointed, maybe we will have a nail biter in front of us, and usually their nails are super tiny, concave. Also most of the times would be very like straight looking. And imagine if you try to fit something that's oval underneath something that's straight, automatically you would have a gap between, which if we are using this to sculpt some beautiful nails, we know that it's not gonna work. So it's basically super simple. We need to understand that this part that goes underneath the free edge has to match the free edge of the natural nail. So I can do a little sketch here. Okay, so let's pretend it would be a nail. This example, when you try to put the form underneath, it would go perfect, okay? But in some cases, but I don't even know how to talk anymore. I swear to God, when we turn the camera on, I'm just like bleh. Okay, so in some cases we don't have that lock that the free edge looks like the nail form, so we have to tailor the nail form, meaning that we have to cut that nail form, and I will show you the most common examples of the nails that you can find when you are working in salon, which would be nail biter if we are missing a part of the nail, if the nail is too pointy with the skin under so you cannot shape that free edge. Just a few examples, and just so you can understand a little bit more about the nail form. So let me just do a few sketches here on the paper. Okay, so first example. Right here, nail biter. And this would be our nail form. Okay, so as we see, this part here, this is the free edge of the natural nail. As we can see, it's straight, yeah? And then the part that goes under here, it's oval. So if we try to place this form underneath the free edge, it's not gonna fit, okay? We will have gaps. If we have gaps, it's not good. So what we need to do, basically, first I will check for the side walls of the natural nail, which would be here, okay? And I can mark that on my nail form, here and here, okay? So this is the first step. Then I have to mirror what I see here. Okay, so we just have to copy this. It's kind of like fitting together two puzzles. They have to, fit together. So basically, I'm just gonna copy what I see here. So if the natural free edge is straight, I'm gonna cut straight, okay? So I'm copying that on the nail form. Okay, and now this is the part that you are actually cutting off. And now, once this part is gone, when you try to slide the form underneath the free edge now, it's gonna go in perfectly, okay? Example number 2. So this will be number 1. I will actually take one nail form and I will cut that for you guys. So back, always at the middle back for extra support. Taking my scissors. Let's pretend I have a nail in front of me. I measured where is the side wall. Let's say it's ending on the line number 4, and the same here, okay? And I will start to cut straight. Okay, so this is the part that we cut off. Okay, and this is now our nail form. Okay, do you understand now? I'll lift it up a little bit. So as you see, this is the part that I cut off, and now this is how my nail form looks like. Okay, so it's not oval anymore. Okay, so that was the example number 1. Then we have example number 2. Let's say if we have pointy nail. I'm gonna exaggerate and really make this nail super pointy. Okay, and we learned again, our nail form is oval. Okay, again, we know if we try to slide this under, it would be better to cut our nail form because the nail form is oval. So again, marking our side walls and copying what we see here. And once we cut this part off, it will fit perfectly underneath the natural free edge. Okay, the reason why you would have really pointy nails, usually if it's that pointy with a file, you can start to make it oval and make your work a little bit easier. But let's say if there is skin underneath that contains all the nerves, it would be super painful for the client to do anything with that skin, because like I said, it does contain some nerves. So in those cases, you cannot file that nail into shape. So what do you do then? Now you know, you just have to tailor the form. It's that easy. I know once it comes to actually doing this, this is where the struggle is starting, but honestly, we all been there. It's not easy at the beginning. It looks much easier than it is, but it's just practice. More you do it, more you will understand how to do it. So don't give up on the nail forms if it doesn't go from the first try the way you want it to. Keep going, and trust me, you will definitely get there. And let's say if we have third example, which I think would be the one that people maybe struggle the most, if we are missing a part of the nail. So let's say we have a nail that looks like this. Okay. missing a part of the nail. And we know the nail forms are oval. Okay, so what do we do now here? Basically, we are not doing anything more different than what we did here. We just have to copy what we see, and we need to tailor that form how the natural free edge looks like. So this is our natural free edge at this stage. Okay. So the mistake that most people would do in those cases, they would cut more on this side and then go up to this part here, which would be wrong, okay? Because actually here is the part that we have to cut lower, and then we go up and up, just because our natural free edge looks like this. Okay, so let me just copy this here. Following how it looks like, and this is the part that you cut off. And now when you try to slide it underneath, it will fit like a glove. I hope this makes it a little bit more easier for you to understand how to actually place the nail form underneath the nail. But like I said, you will probably struggle a little bit with this because that's normal. We all were struggling with this, especially at the beginning, but don't give up. It's really not that hard once you practice it more and more. And then for each shape there is a different way of applying the nail form when it comes to when you check it from the side, which you can see already in my videos. So I covered stiletto shape, I covered coffin ballerina shape. What else I did? I did square shape, I did salon almond shape 2 times, and yeah, I think the most popular shapes are covered. Of course, this is not the end, we will do much more, but when it comes to actually placing the nail form, I hope this helps you. I will put few of those little snips from my previous videos here, just so you can see the nail from the side, because I showed in few of the videos that, so you can see how it looks like when you apply it underneath the nail. If you do have any questions when it comes to this, of course, feel free to message me, comment down below, and let's keep this channel going. So leave it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. We are not doing anything, blah, 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 blah.